bunch of random stuff that you might have known or might not have known about history. So, yeah. Alright, so, there's like 100 facts on this article that I found. Um, Probably not, I won't read them all, but I'll read a good deal of them, I think. Alright, so fact number 1. Augustus Caesar was the wealthiest man to ever live in history. He had an, wait, the nephew and heir of Julius Caesar, Roman Emperor Augustus, had an estimated net worth of 4.6 trillion when counting for inflation. That is a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Okay, number 2. step on, I guess. Like if it stepped on your legs, that would be insane. But if it like, went for the head, then that'd be like instant, so that's something, but I guess it all kind of depends on where the elephant steps, if it even is by like stepping on. I mean, I would assume that's what they had the elephants do, was step on the people getting executed, unless like they used the tusks or something. I don't know. All right, the UK government collected postcards as intelligence for the D-Day landings. All right. Um, when Marcus Crassus died, molten gold was poured down his throat. Wow. Good thing they waited until he was dead to do that. But he was known as the wealthiest man in Rome during his life. Wow. Um, and the reason they poured molten gold down his throat was it was a symbol of his thirst for wealth. Yeah, that would do it. That would definitely. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. All right, 15. Germany uncovers 2,000 tons of unexploded bombs every year. Wow. That's crazy. Like, do they still, like, it sounds like they still discover bombs, like, every year. Wow. That is a lot. In ancient Greece, wearing skirts was manly. Yeah, I mean, I knew that because in almost every Greek type of thing that I've seen, the dudes are wearing skirts and stuff. So, alright, 17. A sinking birthday card has more computer power in it than the entire Allied army of World War II. That is interesting. That is very interesting. A sinking birthday card has more computer power than the entire Allied army of World War II. That really puts into perspective how far technology has come. Alright, in 1386, a pig was executed in France. Okay. In 1386, a pig was executed in France. What did the pig do to deserve execution? Or did they just want like a public slaughtering or slaughter or something of a pig? I, Hang on, I gotta read about that one for a second. There wasn't a great detail of civil rights in the Middle Ages, and as it turns out, there were not a great amount of animal rights either. So much so that they were even subject to human justice. Apparently so, yeah. One such case happened in Valais, France, where a pig attacked a child's face and went on to later die from their wounds. Oh, wow. I guess that's what the pig did. Attack the child's face. Yeah, that's a pretty good reason for a pig to be executed, actually. The, the pig was arrested, kept in prison, and then sent to court, where it stood trial for murder, was found guilty, and then executed by hanging. They hung the pig. They could have done anything, and they chose to hang the pig. Where's the pig's neck? How did they manage to hang a pig? The pig was arrested and kept in prison. I'm just imagining it in my head. A pig standing trial. so far, I think. Alright, 19. Cleopatra's reign was closer to the moon landings than the Great Pyramid being built. So I could, oh wait, like, as far as like time-wise, it was closer to the moon landing than it was the Great Pyramids getting built. Wow, interesting. Here we go. Cleopatra reigned from 51 BC to 30 BC, and then roughly 2,500 years after the Great Pyramid of Giza was built, which was between 2,580 BC to 2,560 BC. And then her reign was 2,000 years before the first lunar landings in 1969. So, yeah, not a whole big difference there, but enough for the moon landing to be more recent, or for Cleopatra to be more recent, like, or closer to the moon landing compared to the pyramids. Alright, shrapnel is named after its inventor. Um, okay. Shrapnel. I thought shrapnel was just like when metal like gets destroyed and like blows up, and then that's all it looks like, right? And then like shards of metal just go everywhere. Like I know there's like weapons where it's like supposed to just be a whole bunch of different pieces of metal and sharp metal called shrapnel. But isn't shrapnel just like anything like that gets destroyed, not just like the weapons? I don't know. Alright, since 1945, all British tanks have been equipped with tea-making facilities. Wow, I did not know that. All British tanks have a tea-making facility. That's like when that makes me think of the fancy cars in movies that can like eject cookies or something, like Santa's sleigh, and the Santa Claus has like a hot chocolate machine. That's what it makes me think of. Alright, fact number 22. During World War I, the French built a fake Paris. Wow, a fake Paris, like the entire city. Wow. Um, I wonder if it worked to like throw off the enemy. I wonder how well that worked. Alright, the Eastern Roman Empire's weapon called Greek fire was used in ship-mounted flamethrowers. Wow. Man, it would have been so crazy to live back then. There would have been, like, it would have been so intense, so intense. Alright, an ancient text called the Voynich manuscript still baffles scientists. What is it? It's handwritten in an unknown language. And it's been carbon dated to roughly 1404 to 1438. Wow. Hundreds of cryptographers and master code breakers have tried to decipher it over the years, with none succeeding in grasping its meaning or origin. You know, I bet whoever Fox tossing was once a popular sport. Okay. Fox tossing would involve a person or a couple throwing a fox as far as and as high as they could. What? Like, who comes up with this stuff? Who came up with that? Who thought it would be a good idea to throw a fox? And then, even crazier, who's the group of people that thought that was cool and decided let's make that a sport? Alright, 29. Turkeys were once worshipped as gods. The Mayan people believed turkeys were the vessels of the gods and honored them with worship. Wow, they were even domesticated to have roles and religious rites. Alright, um, Captain Morgan was a real guy. Um, who's, who's Captain Morgan? Um, let's see. The face of the much-loved rum brand. Oh, it's a rum brand, okay. He was a Welsh privateer who fought against the Spanish alongside the English in the Caribbean. Alright. On to fact 31. Genghis Khan was tolerant of all religions. Wow, that's great. Thanks for being tolerant of all religions, but still, don't let that stop him from destroying like 10% of the population, or however much he did. I don't know. He killed a lot of people. Thomas Edison did not invent most of the stuff he patented. It's fair to say that Edison was one of the world's most notorious intellectual property thieves. Wow. Albert Einstein turned down the presidency of Israel. Wow, I wonder what that would have been like, having him as president of Israel. Wow. Roman Emperor Cal- Caligula made one of his favorite horses a senator. What what is with all the facts and making animals like humans? We got horses as senators, we got turkeys as gods, and we got pigs being executed. What is with that? Alright, Pope Gregory declared war on cats. Okay. There we go again with another animal fact that I... Okay, why? Why? He declared cats to be agents of devil worshippers. Not at all cats, though. It was black magpies, or rogues in particular. Okay. The Pope declared that they should be exterminated. That's insane. The Leaning Tower of Pisa was never straight. Huh. Interesting. I thought it was at some point for some reason. 37. During the Great Depression, people made clothes out of food sacks. Man. See, that is like basically throughout like all the 1900s. Well, from 1900 to let's say 65. That time is, there was like just so much going on. We got two world wars, we got the Great Depression, we got what else? I don't know. There's a lot going on at that time. I think I was was established in 930 and has stayed as the acting parliament of Iceland since then. Wow, 930. Since the end of World War I, over 1,000 people have died from leftover unexploded bombs. Over 1,000 people. Wow, that's crazy. Um, 46 BC was 445 days long and is the longest year in human history. Interesting, 445 days. Wow, it's a long time. 100 million years ago, the Sahara Desert was inhabited by galloping crocodiles. Galloping crocodiles. Would love to see that, but it would probably give me nightmares for the foreseeable future. But I would be okay with it. During the Victorian period, it was normal to photograph relatives after they died. Alright. Um, I mean, I guess that's not too bad. I just don't like the picture they chose to show for this fact because all of these facts have had pictures with them and like a brief little passage to read too. But I'm not so wild about the picture they chose to show for this one. But I won't tell you what it is. One man survived both the atomic bombing of Hiroshima and then later Nagasaki. He survived both of them. Man, talk about survival tactics or survival of the fittest. And he was fit. He was the fittest, apparently. He survived 2 nuclear attacks. That's insane. Alright. The shortest war in history lasted 38 minutes. It was fought between Britain and Zanzibar, and known as the Anglo-Zanzibar War. This war occurred on August 27th, 1896. It was all over the ascension of the next Sultan in Zanzibar and resulted in a British victory. They won in 38 minutes. That's crazy. Alright, we'll do just a few more. Before the 19th century, dentures were made from dead soldiers' teeth. Alright. Tug of war used to be an Olympic sport. That's cool. That's cool. They should bring it back as an Olympic sport. Then I would actually watch the Olympics. Alright, number 48. People were buried alive so often that bells were attached to their coffins. Why? How do you mess up that badly to bury people alive? Like, how? That's just, I would be terrified to go to bed if I was in that time. If I was around then, I would be terrified to even think about sleeping. That's insane. Alright, 2 more. We got 2 more. The term saved by the bell does not originate from people being buried alive. I didn't even know people thought it originated from that. I didn't know where it came from. It actually comes from boxing. It comes from being saved from a knockout or countdown by the ring of a bell, which signals the end of the current round. See, that makes more sense to me. Because, well, I mean, the other one does too, but I would rather know it as a boxing one instead of being buried alive, because I don't like to think about that at all. Alright, fact number 50. Fact 50. Last one. This is the last one. George Washington did not have wooden teeth. I knew that, actually. I don't know what it actually was. Actually, I guess it was, oh wait, George had luxury dentures that were made out of gold. as well as being a mixture of animal and human teeth. Um, yeah, animal teeth. What kind of animal, I wonder? I don't know. But anyway, that is it for this fact reading. Um, I hope you all learned something. I know I did. I learned that animals used to be gods or um, enemies of the Pope, and that pigs were executed, and that the shortest battle in history was 38 minutes long, and that the dude managed to survive 2 atomic bombs. I mean, that's crazy. That is insane to me. But yeah, that's about it. It's very interesting. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you all are feeling much more sleepy or relaxed compared to before you clicked on this video. If you made it to the end, thank you very much. You're awesome. Or if not, that's cool. You're still cool. Um, anyway, yeah. So I hope you all have a great rest of your day or night, of course. I'm actually back in school now. I'm back in college. I started back, well, considering when this video comes out, I would have started college again yesterday. It's still my very